panel obviously has looked at the building and supported it, and again, the business and the variances fit within with the OCP. If I can talk briefly about the variances, the sanitary sewer main and the storm sewer main. Again, there's approval in the OCP to put a waste treatment plant in, and secondly, probably most importantly, is it would be virtually impossible for any small business, or any business for that matter, to put sewer and sanitary and storm lines out there. It would be, if I could say, it'd be like the first business out in the industrial park having to put sewer lines out there. I mean, it just doesn't make financial sense. And for that same reason, this council obviously didn't ask the KOA campground to do the same thing. The city water main line along 40th and the upgrade of the road, if I could talk about those both together. We have 5 acres there. We're developing on 3 acres for the dealership. The other 2 acres, I didn't buy those other 2 acres with plans to sit on those 2 acres. Obviously, we'd like to do some of those other 2 acres sooner rather than later. Actively working on some ideas on that right now and have some proposals. And I can't stand here today and commit to council that we'll be doing something next month, or for that matter next year, but certainly would like to be doing something sooner than later. And I would talk that at that point in time, when it's been pointed out, we need to come back to council and ask for development permits, that we look at things like gutters and sidewalks and curbs. To me, to go ahead and be doing all those things right now just wouldn't make any sense, when in fact we could be tearing it out in 8 months' time. We have a fair bit amount of fill we're going to have to remove from that site, and the elevation and all those things may change between now and when that gets done. And the requirement on the street lighting, we're a car dealership, we got lots of lighting, and obviously no need for additional lighting. The building design, we spent countless hours working that design. Obviously, betting my livelihood and the livelihood of the families that work for me on that design. It's the GM image standard. City of Canada already conformed to those image standards. 100% need to by the year 2010. My family owns 3 other GM car dealerships, 2 of them in the interior BC. They've already been built to that design and approved by those councils. And again, the design panel has approved that as well. If I can talk briefly to the benefits to the city of Salmon obviously, we're going to be able better to serve our customers, obviously the people of Salmon. We'll have more employees, henceforth more jobs. We're going to be on city tax base. Right now we're on native land, pay no tax, no revenue to the city. DCCs, the upgrades that we are doing to 11th and 40th Street, I believe it will be an attractive entrance to the city on the east end, and my understanding is excited about this development as well. I think tonight's a great opportunity for City Council to get on side and support a local small business and its employees. We're long-term in this community. We've got a building destroyed by a fire. We're a big employer. Again, we've got 35 families depending on our place of business, and we're moving from First Nations land, no revenue for the city, to city land that we obviously be generating some significant revenue. I'm not asking for any outlandish variances, really not even asking that the design panel or city staff or the OCP is not supporting. I'm just asking to support my family and the families that I work with. Thank you.
Any further presentations? Sir.
Yes, my name is Otto Palschmidt. I live 3811 11th Avenue East. That site we lived there for 30 years. And now you people come along and do a few things we don't agree very much with. General Motor Building is going to be a truck stop and repair depot with a camouflage name. I will have 15 garages to look at. What for? We're going to use them. The General Motor Building is between two residential properties. The two mobile home parks on the east side will get fumigated. Do Canadian people have the right to breathe unpolluted air and a noise-free night to sleep? Do we have that right? You answer my question.
Oh, we all have that right.
Anybody? Well, it's fine with me. Now, there will be nightly disturbances to the neighbors. Our house is only 30 feet away from the road that is on the property of General Motors. There will be big trucks and trailers pulling in and out day and night. I know it will be. There's no. Now, we live here for over 30 years. We pay taxes every year. Now, you treat us this way. Nobody ever contacted us, talked to us, nothing. We just did it. Another thing is, how can we start building if they don't even have a permit? Isn't that what you do today? Give them a permit?
Everyone has a development permit today, sir.
Well, they are busy there for the last 3 weeks. They have spent $100,000 at least. Is that how they do things in Salmon backwards? You know, well, what can you expect? That's the way I look at it. So, you know what I think of the whole system? I think of you. Oh, I will say, there was this is not our first experience with the truck stop. There was another owner that owned it first. And he had a truck stop there. And we had many arguments. We had to phone the police. We had to phone him. We had to phone, he said, phone the mayor. Phone this, phone that. I had to phone the police. I said, if you don't, they didn't want to come, that is not our job. If you don't want to come, I have to take the law in my own hands. Finally, they came. Now, the owner, I tell you that, I said, you know, the way you treat us, every morning I wake up, I will pray, punished. He didn't make it another 2 years. Surprise, surprise, it worked. Go along.
Thank you. Any further presentations?
Ryan Schoenheder, 1811 33rd Street, Northeast, Samurai. Some days I'm good at public speaking, other days I'm not. A little nervous right now, so just bear with me. I've been fortunate enough to be employed by Mark Bannister and Lori and Salmon RGM for just about 5 years. And I don't know the gentleman that just got up here and spoke to you. But I can tell you that we're talking about a car dealership, we're not talking about a construction yard. You know, we got Jacobson Ford right over there, and it's just about 9 big trucks, and I don't smell lost. And I just think that you know, he's kind of over elaborating, and that's just my opinion. Now, my family and everybody that I work with, their families as well, are directly affected by the future success of Salmon RGM. And that's basically